morning, viewers. Night and I here bring you another commentary. Earlier this year, Matt had a film theory, but I had a video on Hazbin Hotel. I was going to cover this with someone else, but nothing had really gone beyond the scripting phase, so I decided to make this a solo commentary for fun. If that co-op ever comes out, some of the points I make here will be the same as the points I made in the shared script with my co-op partner.
Before we get to the meat and potatoes of today's theory, I wanted to start things off with a mini theory. Ready for this? In the show, we're introduced to what is currently my favorite character, Alistair the Radio Demon, an all-powerful being who, we're told, just appeared in the underworld one day.
Alistair manifested in hell, seemingly overnight.
And from there, he just wrecked house, showing power and control in a way that no one ever had. As they described in the show,
Many have speculated what unimaginable force enabled him to rival our world's most ancient and destructive evils.
well, friends, my mini theory is that Alistair the Radio Demon gets his powers from none other than Gravity Falls' own Bill Cipher. Now, let me be perfectly clear on this. I know this isn't true, but the similarities between the two characters are uncanny. I mean, Alistair's microphone is alive. It also has that one-eyed thing going for it, just like everyone's favorite equilateral lad, Bill.
Okay, this feels like a pretty long reach here. I mean, the energy that allows Alistair to cause his mic to become sentient could just have been granted by hell itself. There's also the fact that Alistair isn't the only character in the pilot with a seemingly sentient object that has a similar eye as part of his design, but it's Alistair you're focusing on.
Both Bill and Alistair trick you into making deals that you're gonna go on to regret. Both ominously glow when they're making said deals, and the deals of both are seemingly sealed with a handshake. Both are closely associated with mysterious runic symbols that fly in and around them. Both also seem motivated by the same thing, boredom and a large desire to use their powers to create chaos for really no good reason.
I mean, let's just forget that when Charlie turned down his magically binding handshake, Alistair just sort of shrugged it off, whereas Bill Cipher tries to repeatedly trick the protagonists into accepting one of his deals. There's also the fact that while Alistair is agreeing to fund the hotel simply for his own amusement because he wants to laugh at any resident's futile attempts at redemption, he also agrees not to interfere with the hotel's goal, and it's too early to see if he's going to try and find some loopholes in that agreement. I mean, we only have the pilot to go on so far.
All of that's superficial, right? It's all typical deal with the devil business. No, it's the whole radio demon thing that gets me. Alistair's voice in Hazbin Hotel sounds like an old-timey radio, which is cool, it's very creative characterization, but it also just feels random. Too random. They even show an example of the types of radios that he broadcasts on, and they're the type that are pulled straight out of the late 30s and early 40s. Now, why would I care about that? Well, Bill Cipher is most closely associated with one particular song, We'll Meet Again, a love song that was made popular by the singer Vera Lynn. It's a great song, all-time classic. But why I bring it up here is that it was first made famous during World War II, which, wouldn't you know it, just so happened to be during the late 30s and early 40s.
And here's where MatPat's theory comes crumbling down. If you do so much as a Google search, you'll find Alistair's page on the Hazbin Wiki, and his date of death is 1933. 6 years to this song coming out. And considering that Bill met Fort Pines in the 1940s, it is very unlikely that the Dorito of Doom has any connection to Alistair. Well, that's the mini theory taken care of. Now on to the part of the video I took issue with.
Listen to that bird singing.
There's someone else working against her in this whole process too. The real twist hiding at the end of both of these shows is that the Immediate Murder Patrol,
When you want somebody gone and you don't want to wait too long, call the immediate murder professionals.
It's not like the pilot of that show came out a day before your video. MatPat, I have to ask, did you or anyone on your team actually pay attention to the pilot?
IMP, the organization that we follow in the sister show Hell of a Boss, is gonna be working directly against Charlie and her goals.
Not really. They only go after humans that are assigned to assassinate by a client. Yeah, they did kill a fuck ton of humans in the third episode, but how halfway through that episode, it became less about them meeting a quota and more about the dysfunctional father-daughter relationship between Blitz and Luna, and the writing decided to have Imp kill random people for absolutely no reason in the background. Plus, Imp is a struggling company, not some sort of trained force like Patrol would imply.
The Imp is powered by a grimoire that they stole from a demon named Solace. In his very first appearance, Solace asks the Imp team to kill someone who's spreading the truth about global warming, hoping to increase that death rate we were talking about earlier.
He's trying to convince people global warming exists.
Doesn't it?
Well, yes, but more people die if nothing is done about it.
Solace is specifically trying to increase the population of souls despite already existing overcrowding. It's almost like the two shows are working directly against each other.
No? I'm going with no. It's not like Snow saw Charlie on TV and decided he had to oppose her or anything. He's simply contacting Imp in that clip you used for something completely unrelated. Hell, we don't even know if Solus, now I'm convinced no one on this team was paying attention, is even aware of Charlie. Even if he were, absolutely no one in hell takes Charlie wanting to redeem Soul seriously. Not even her own parents. And I'm done with this video. All I can say is that Matt Patsy about Alistair can be easily debunked with a Google search, and dragging hell of a pause in this video felt rather forced. This is Night Icing. Thanks for watching, and please share your thoughts with me.